Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dangeles, and welcome back to episode 268 of Constructing Los Dangeles. How's everybody doing? We're back on the city today, ready to continue to make some progress. And today I'm going to continue to work on the hospital. Made some really good progress on the interior of the hospital over the weekend on my live streams, and I did little stream highlights of that yesterday. So pretty much finished this entire side of the hospital. Like, everything is done in there now, so that's pretty nice. I might add some like carpeting or something along those hallways there just to make it look a little bit more colorful. But all the interiors are put in for each one of these rooms, which is nice. So that side of the hospital, the hospitality wing, is kind of like what I've been calling it. That's pretty much complete now. So I'm really focusing my building now over here. And that's what I'm going to be working on today a little bit. I want to work on the interior of the third level of the hospital, which is this level right here, just underneath of the Red Cross. So we're going to be working on this room here today. Well, it's much more than the room. It's pretty much an entire floor. And this floor is going to be dedicated to some more, patient care. We're going to have some more rooms in here. And then the fourth floor, which I'll probably start working on next episode, will be, I think I want to make this like a research center. Like, this could be, like, this space over here could be like the Cancer Research Center or something like that. And then up here, I'm not really sure what I want to do with this just yet. I'll figure that out. But we do have a nice balcony up here on the fourth floor. So today's goal, we're going to get started on the third floor here. I want to try to get some, floor plan figured out in here. So let's just jump right into it. So again, guys, thanks for tuning in for another episode of CLD. We're back today, again, ready to continue to make some progress. Made some really good progress on my stream, like I said, just working towards the goal of finishing up the hospital, because it's a pretty big project, like I've talked about. One of the last big projects on the world, but I'm not really sure what this room was going to be. I think I might turn it into a bathroom again, like I have done for previous floors, but I just wanted to kind of close off that space for a second, just so I can get a little bit more of an idea of what it's going to look like. But I would like to double stack this wall right here, cover up what is on the exterior, kind of get some white walls in here. But anyway, guys, today I woke up and I was like, oh my goodness, they announced a new mashup pack for Minecraft on console, but it's only on the Wii U. So then I was like, not so happy about it. They're releasing the Mario mashup pack. I feel like that one's cool, and I watched the trailer for it and I was like, oh, you know what? Kind of wish that they released that for Xbox, but damn Nintendo and their freaking licensing policies. They don't release anything for any other consoles. So we Xbox players are SOL when it comes to playing on any Mario mashup pack anytime soon, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. You guys know how Nintendo works, right? You upload any of their games to YouTube, they immediately flag it. They don't release any of their games on any other console except for the Wii. It's pretty annoying, but that's what Nintendo does. That's what they chose to do. I'm not really sure why. I feel like it would help their marketing more if they release stuff on other consoles. But I'm not the marketing manager at Nintendo. I'm not gonna make any statements on it. But they did release a mashup pack for the Wii U, which I guess is cool that Wii U gets its own exclusive master pack. But it just made me think, like, Nintendo's got some awesome game series like Mario and Pokemon. Like, how awesome would that be if they released a Pokemon mashup pack? Like, that would honestly, I have a Wii U, like, that would get me to buy the game. If they released a Pokemon mashup pack for Wii U, I would probably buy the game. Like, I really would. That would just be so cool, because you guys know how much I love Pokemon, right? So that came out today. And I believe today is the 4-year anniversary of Minecraft, which actually is not super surprising to me, because I was like watching some of my old Minecraft videos over the weekend on my stream. And those were like uploaded back in like 2012. That was like 4 years ago. So it kind of just occurred to me that we're like early May here. It's been 4 years since Minecraft came out on Xbox 360. And I'm just thinking, like, that's just, that time went by. I'm telling you. It feels like it just came out yesterday. But we're 4 years in now for this game. That's crazy, man. Like part of me wants to say, like, wow, like, I can't believe this game's been out for 4 years. And then part of me, like, thinks, like, damn, like, I feel like I've been playing this game forever, you know what I mean? So, it's pretty crazy. And, yeah, so they got all, like, the birthday skin packs and stuff like that. So maybe Kyle can get his upside down skin again or something like that. Kyle struggles with his skins. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, guys, again, working on the hospital today. Just trying to continue to, make some progress on this place. I'm trying to upload a few more CLD videos than normal per week. I'm trying to get CLD up to, I want to say I want to try to upload it 3 times a week. That's my goal right now. We'll see if that actually, comes to fruition. That is my plan currently, though. I want to try to get 3 CLDs out a week. I think that's a pretty good goal to kind of set for myself. And, obviously Survival Island's going to be starting back up soon. I've been talking about that. I actually showed my idea for the seed. We actually found like a really nice custom seed for PC on Planet Minecraft, and I will show you guys that. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description to the name of the seed so you guys can check it out. But it's an amazing seed. It really is. It's an incredible build. It's a fully customized map, and it's it's for Lonely Island or Survival Island, whatever you want to call it, whatever lingo you want to go with. And I'm just really looking forward to that. I'm starting to think this could be the best season of Survival Island to date, and if that is the case, that's just awesome, because Survival Island's got to be one of my favorite series to record. So anyway, I think I can get rid of that block in the corner there. Yes, I can. And just kind of getting the start of this video put in. I just getting this hallway here, so this will connect from like this main part. Obviously elevator and staircases, and then this hallway will run down. And it can also connect to these lounge areas. And I made these lounge areas on the 2nd and 3rd floor. This one connects to the sky bridge and also to the interior. And I did these above, what is the cafeteria, which is down here. And we also finished the cafeteria on live stream as well. Everything except for these signs that represents what you can order is done. So even the kitchen is finished and everything. So cafeteria is coming along pretty good. And basically the entire hospital, we're making some really good progress on it. So let's continue. Let me come back up here. And really the next thing I have to do is start to light this place up a little bit. So let me go ahead and grab myself some slabs. And I think I'm going to grab myself some glowstone. We're going to put some down through here. And then have this run across, just so that'll be our little archway that we always do. Same thing over here. And again, we really got to light this place up because it is a little dark. So let's see. I think I'm going to do 2 blocks away from the corner there. And that'll be our light sequence that goes all the way down. So again, right here and here, and then I think I'm gonna jump 3 blocks to do this, so we'll see if this lines up nicely. Do 3 and 3, just keep on skipping 3 blocks here. So we're gonna have a 4 block separation there. So it looks like this is not gonna line up as nicely as I had hoped, which kind of sucks, but let's try it with 4 instead. We'll give that a shot. I'm gonna have to grab some white wool here and kind of mix this up here. We'll do it on the other side, that way I can make the changes if I need to. You never know how hard it's going to be to put in ceiling lighting. It's always hard to make it like line up just right. Okay, so right there and right here, I believe. So still does not line up very well. We got 4 blocks separating all of these except for the last one, which is 3. So I can never win with this kind of stuff. It always ends up messing up or something. So how am I gonna fix this problem? I think what I'll do is, let's see, we got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So let's do it like this. Let's break these blocks here and let's place these back like that, and right here as well. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So there's 4 separating those. So let me break these real quick. And that's 4, that's 4. This needs to become 4 here. So we'll place that in. And then that's going to break. We're going to do 4 blocks to right here and right here. So does that line up nicely? We got 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. So we got to break these actually. And let's see how that's going to turn out. So now we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 blocks in between there. 3 sets there, 3 sets there. Is there a spot in the middle that we could line up here? Not really. So that's kind of what I'm thinking here. And I kind of want to separate this a little bit more maybe. If I added 2 blocks to this and 2 blocks to that, that would be 4 on each side. This is just a whole math problem that I got to do. What if I did 5 here instead? So I took this out. 1 extra block here and then 2 extra blocks to here and here. And then same thing over here. So make this 5 blocks of separation to right there and then here. I think that's what I'm going to do, because that now is 4 there. So it's 5 for the first 3, and then in the middle it's 4, and that's what I'm going to do. All right, so there's our lighting for that level. That looks good. And then now I have to flip up the floor here and put in a different color block, because we can't have too much white. It's a lot of white right now. So before I do that, I'm actually going to break open some holes in this, and I can break this as well, since we're going to do this in a different spot. In fact, maybe I can't, because the ceiling's going to be a little bit different in here, because I believe this does peek out to the outside. Yeah, it does. All right, that's not going to be a problem. That should be okay. All right, so we have a couple more blocks to switch out here. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and place some light gray wool here, here, here. Ooh, looks like we have a little bit of a thing sticking out. I don't think that's going to be a problem. And we're going to break these blocks too. And that block. All right, so I have to go outside real quick and just see if that's going to be an issue. I don't think it will be. So let me fly out through here. I think this is the best way to get outside. Yep. Yeah, I broke a block underneath of a stair, it looked like. I don't think that's going to be a problem, though. Yeah, that should be fine. All right, we're good. So yeah, let's go back inside and so basically today, guys, for this episode, I want to kind of just get started here on figuring out some more patient rooms. So these are going to be some extra floor plans for this. So we'll make 3 blocks there. And then I'm going to do 3. I think I might make these bigger, because they are a lot bigger. So I can make the bathrooms larger, which is going to be useful. So let me instead of making them longer, let's make them wider. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks there. Let's do 5. And then we'll just do a 5 by 5 bathroom. That should be enough space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here, I'll take a wall across. And then this is going to run down and connect to here. All right, so we'll do that. So these are actually really big rooms. So maybe I can either make them smaller, or do they really need to be this big? Because these are huge. I could have another hallway that passes through on the other side to kind of like mitigate this space a little bit, because it's really a gigantic space. How big is this hallway over here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it doesn't need to be 8 blocks, but maybe I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have a hallway go across here. And then that's still a really big room. Plenty of space for a bed and a bathroom. So that should do it. And then, of course, I'll have a hallway run across here connecting to the other side. So similar plan to what I had on the previous level, and I think that'll work out pretty nicely. So we'll break through there, and then we'll punch this open. And this is going to be the entrance to the other side. So this will kind of connect across here. I think it'll be pretty good. And same thing as this side. We'll punch this open here. This wall is actually double stacked, which is fine. And we'll break this open here. We'll figure out what we want to do with that archway. But that's pretty good. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's do another 9 here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Place our lining right here. And you guys kind of see what I'm doing right now, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here's another one. And then this last little space here, what we can do is chop this in half. And this can become a utility closet on both sides. So we have 3 rooms on this this level. So utility closet here. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got to break that, and that'll make it 6 and 6. Great. All right, so we can have that open from both sides. The rooms on this side will just open from that side. So let's get these figured out. So we're gonna have another door there, and another door right here. This is gonna go across 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut this across right there. Same thing for the middle one. And this is going to go across right here. And then it'll run across right there. So there we go. We have our floor plans. I'm going to put the bathroom door. Should I put it next to the door, or should I put it over here? Decisions. I think I'm going to put it here for now. But I could always change it. So we'll put a glowstone in each one of these rooms here just to light it up for now. But you guys get the idea. This is going to be the same concept as we did on the hospitality wing, just a little bit bigger. And that's kind of like how this floor is going to shape out. So let me actually close off this wall here. And it's good for me to get some floor plans done. It's going to take time for all these floors are really large, so it's kind of a 2-step process. I got to get the floor plans put in, which I'm doing today, and then I'll come back in usually on my stream and do the furnishing. So it's been a pretty good little process here that's kind of been pretty efficient. So I'll take this wall up, and of course we got to switch out a lot of this white. There's a lot of white wool here, a little bit too much for me, so we're gonna have to switch that out. Let's see. I'm gonna take this down a couple of blocks. We have a 4-block gap there. Is that gonna be enough? I think that should be all right. So we'll take that across there. We'll put another lining of slabs. That'll be the entrance to this corridor. Same thing over here. Lining of slabs. And should we double stack it? I kind of like it like that. I think that looks pretty good. So over here, I don't know what's going to be in this space yet. I haven't decided. But, you know, you kind of get the idea. There's going to be another hallway running down through here. There's going to be a entrance to another room here. So let me go ahead and put some stairs and some doors down. Going to get these doors put in on each one of these things. So I'll get the doors put in first, and then I'll come in and place the stairs. And then we should be pretty good in terms of floor plans. I can fill in the rooms as well for each one of these. So we'll get that put in like this. One more. There we go. And then what I've been doing actually for the hospitality wings, and I don't even know if I've shown you guys this. Let me fly over here and show you guys. I actually left that glass open. That actually kind of helps out. But let me show you guys like what I did for these over here. I don't know if everybody's seen them yet, but let me just give you an example of what a room looks like. So we have a bed, a chair, and then there's a TV stand, and then some a table, cabinet, and then the bathroom's in here. But you notice the bathroom actually has a blue wall. So we're going to be doing the same thing, same concept for the hospitality wings on the other part of the building. So I think it should be pretty good, and that's what I'm going to kind of get it started on right now. So first thing I got to do is get out some light blue wool, and that should be fine. And then I'm going to do my lining of light blue running across through here. That's like the first thing I got to do. We're going to have this go on both sides of the hallway. I think it'll look really nice. So take that across there. And then I'm going to do another lining across over here. Since this is double stacked, I did that on purpose so I could double stack it. And just adding a little trim of extra color here is certainly worthwhile. So just it adds obviously some more color to this area. So just like that, we have this place looking a little bit cooler. And then everything in here is going to switch out to light blue. These bathrooms are going to be kind of two colors, you know, partially white and partially blue, which I think looks really good. So we'll get this filled in, and then I have to make a decision as to what I'm going to do for the floor of these hallways, because obviously I don't want to leave it as white. That's just a little bit too much white for this space. I could switch it out for, it can be another white block, like maybe it can be quartz as a floor. It just can't be light gray wool. It's just, there's too much light gray wool. It's just too much of the same block. And I like to mix up the block colors as much as I can, because I feel like that's something that's really, really good for the city. So we have those put in, and now the next thing we got to do basically is the simple part, and that's just fill in these light gray walls to kind of finish off these rooms. But these have plenty of space on them, so this is good stuff. And let me come to the other side here, fill in these walls as well. We'll do kind of like one at a time here. So we'll take this across, and then we'll see what we have to do from there. I'll probably decide on what color of floor I want to do today. I don't know if I'm going to fill it in all today, but I'll just get that kind of started here. So, and then we have to do one more wall right here, and then I think we'll be good. And then that's some really good progress for today, you know, kind of getting all these floor plans put in. I still have to figure out like what to do with some of that other space. You know, again, I'm not super, you know, knowledgeable about like what to add in hospitals. Like I have to do a lot of, I've been having to do a lot of research on it, because I'm not like super fond of like what hospital floor plans really look like. So like as far as like all this area is, I'm gonna have to do some research to figure out like what I want to actually put in this space. We're gonna need some lounge area. We probably need another bathroom combo, and then there's probably other stuff that we need, reception desks, stuff like that, back rooms and things. All that stuff is gonna have to be added. So we'll definitely be doing that stuff. And I don't know if I'm gonna put a lining of light blue on this wall too. I think I'm just gonna leave it how it is. And then of course we have this window here, which doesn't even emit any light because of like the way it's set up. So I might actually come out here and kind of change this, because the fact that it doesn't emit any light is kind of silly, right? What's the point of having a window here? So let me get rid of like one lining of these slabs, and then what I might do is take that third level of slabs above this one and switch that so it's being placed upside down. That way it kind of like matches with the lining below. And that could look pretty cool. So we're going to break this, and and see how it looks. But this is just going to be a subtle change. I don't think it's going to affect the outside very much at all, but you know, if it changes it just a little bit, then I'll be happy. It'll add some natural light. So we'll just kind of put something like that in. And again, that you could barely even notice that change, and I think it honestly even looks better that way. And then I was also thinking about putting in like a skylight in here as well, just to add as much natural light as I possibly can, because natural light is like super good in Minecraft. And since this is on the roof, you know, why not add a skylight to it? So I'm gonna have this run down. I'm gonna put in a lining of light, of some white stained glass, I should say. So we're gonna have this go 2 blocks away from the edge here. So there's kind of like a little lining. And same thing over here. We'll place that block back, and let me go ahead and put in a set of white stained glass. And then after that, I think we'll be good for today's episode. So I want to thank you guys very much for watching. You know, made some good progress on this hospital, getting some floor plans put in. This is a big project, so it's going to take me a lot of time to work on it. But I am putting a lot of focus on this build right now. It's the main project of Los Angeles. Trying to work on one thing at a time. I think that's the way I become most productive. So let's see how this looks in the interior real quick. And I can probably get rid of this glowstone now because there's a lot of natural light in here. So yeah, this looks fantastic. Oh my gosh, look at that. You can see some of the linings of the skyscrapers. When you're walking down this hallway, like how cool is that? Like that is just awesome. That's a great addition. And one thing I want to do on the roof, maybe next episode, is add a helicopter pad. Because obviously there's sometimes going to be an emergency, you know, like system or emergency happening. So like a patient's going to have to be coming in like via helicopter. So there obviously needs to be a helicopter pad. I think something like right here would be a great spot for it. And then there would be some sort of elevator that would connect down to the emergency room. Maybe like over there somewhere. So that's probably something I'm going to be adding next episode possibly. But that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Got some valuable floor plan work done here on the interior of the hospital. Just slowly but surely making some good progress on this building. And it's going to be done before you know it. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for supporting CLD lately. Thanks for tuning into the streams and everything like that. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. Leave a question of the day in the comment section, and I'll be sure to get one to next episode. I didn't get a chance to get to one today, but next episode, I will definitely get to one of those if I find a great one in the comments. And give the video a like if you did enjoy, guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.